let's start here. So we're gonna select Cleric. Here we go. He's, you know, handsome, best haircut in the game. Now here's the reality with the Cleric. A Cleric is a support class by nature, right? Let's say I am interested in the game. I've got a friend who's also interested in the game, and I know that he's going to want to be a frontline person, and I want to be a support class. If that's the case, maybe you pick up Cleric, right? And maybe you have a little bit more time than your friend, and you want to go ahead and try to level up your Cleric so that when you guys can play together, you're not going with a fresh player or a fresh character, right? You start with a mace, a buckler, and a spell book for casting your spells. Okay, so we're going to want to look at our perks, and we're going to want to look at our spells. I would say if you are a newer player, go ahead and take this Holy Purification. It's what you start with. It's going to be really nice. It does pretty good damage to undead monsters around you in a little radius. I'm going to go with Judgment here, which is a little bit different. It has some limited use in PvP as well as PvE. So that's why I want to try to get used to it, try to get good at it. You select a target. There's a short channeling period of the spell. It's not really a spell, of the effect, and then it just deals 25 magical damage to that target. So that can scale up as our magical power bonus goes up as well. I would suggest for your first perk, you can take a look at them. A lot of them are support specific. I would say take Advanced Healer first. Get that bump to your magical healing so that your heals go a little bit further. As far as spells go, let's strip all of these and let's decide what we think is most helpful. Keep in mind how much our limit is, so you'll see their cost. We have to get under that limit. I highly suggest, if you're gonna go solo, get this duo of Protection and Bless. Bless grants you extra strength, agility, and will. That is like 5 strength, agility, will is no small amount. I'm gonna want lesser heal. That's just kind of a staple. You can decide where you like the spell on your spell wheel. Okay, and now here's where we start thinking about what we want. Holy Strike, I am actually gonna think about taking, because we have such limited ranged options, right? This Holy Strike is pretty much the only thing that we could use for range. I personally will probably take it. Holy Light, if you don't like Holy Strike, you might want to do Holy Light. It's really just better as a second heal if you've got an ally, because you can heal a target for 25 health, right? So you'd rather take it to heal your friend up. You can't heal yourself with it, unfortunately. Sanctuary. Now, this is actually something that I will try to take. It's a pretty hefty cost. At 6, but it makes your survivability in the storm much better, and that's something I care about as a solo. You're not going to take resurrection because you can't resurrect anybody as a solo, but I think as a low level, you know, low knowledge user, so this cost limit, which scales with knowledge right now, is pretty low. I just find it hard to justify using one of these. So we're going to take Sanctuary. You see, I only have 3 left, right? I'm going to also want this Holy Strike. You see it's grayed out. That's because that's on my last priority. I just need to get one piece of gear that has 1 knowledge, and I'll be able to use that Holy Strike. Let's get into it. Let's get into our first match. The map rotation has now ended, but I think it's helpful to see each map if you are a new player. So what I'm gonna do is probably do 2 Goblin Caves, 2 Frost Mountains, 2 Ruins, and then reset. Try to keep it even, and we'll see how it goes. So I'll do an even rotation, and we will hope that this goes well. Okay, so this is what Judgment looks like. See, we did a little even 30 damage. I'm going to probably veer away from being friendly, just so that you guys can see how fights might play out. And you'll probably see me die a lot, which is maybe not the most fun thing to watch, but at the same time, you'll see kind of what are viable strategies with a solo cleric and what are ways to get yourself killed fast, or what classes do you need to steer away from, steer clear, so that you don't end up like me. Oh yeah, all of a sudden we've got a better spell book with better magical damage. That's gonna scale all of our magical damage things better. Gonna get rid of that. I would protect and bless yourself as often as you can. We're just gonna put anything that works for us on. You'll see our buff is still up. You'll see that little cup above my name. That's a little bit better. Will, validly, we could go the will route, but I'm probably gonna be playing this as a heavy, as a like a plate wearer. This is what Judgment looks like. I should have buffed myself before going into this room. To recover your spells, you're going to want to rest, and you can hit G to rest. Let's take a look at how quickly these recover. Look how quickly Bless and Protection recover. That means there's no reason for you not to be buffing yourself before you go into each room. One of the biggest issues I see with clerics is, you know, when you first start out, you treat those, you treat all your buffs like one-time uses almost, and you just don't use them enough. So you want to make sure to use them as much as you can. One thing to make sure you don't do, which I almost just did there, is you can accidentally buff the mobs in the game. So make sure to point downwards or in a way that you know you're only going to hit yourself and not another mob or another player, right? Okay, I almost did the mistake again, so we're gonna... Aiming at the floor will help you. Make sure you don't accidentally buff something. Okay, so you see the little staircase. That means we've got a static extract here. So I'm gonna try to want to like almost lock down this room, if that makes sense, and try to use that static. That makes a lot of noise, but it's some of the best loot in the game comes in these little boxes. I'm not buffed, which is a bad idea, so I'm gonna buff myself really fast. You see I took no damage off the initial hit there. I'm only taking the damage over time. I'm terrible at hitting with this mace, as you can see. I could heal myself, but I've got some potions, so might as well just pop one of those. We are gonna want to take that though. This will be our goal. I need to buff myself. You see we have a little bit more range with this weapon. It's doing a little bit more damage, which is nice. There's a nice little place in here. It's also nice to hole up in here. kind of strafe these. They shoot twice sometimes. Nope. Try to get that other hit in. I'm gonna close this up. And let's just take a second to rest. Because I'm out of protections and blesses. But again, look how quickly those are coming up for us. So I'm not too worried about it. I am gonna go ahead and get up here. This lion's chest would be good for us. Let's take a potion. That'll help us with this swarm a little bit that's kind of coming in on us. So these gloves are going to give us the knowledge we need so that we can have that other spell. Now the Holy Strike is available to us. Okay, we're about to run out of the circle here, but this is a good time to kind of demonstrate survivability with the cleric. So we're gonna rest up right now, get our spells back. I'm gonna pause because I thought I heard a step. It might have just been, you know. Oh, I heard this open. We didn't even really have to show survivability in the swarm. We got out. That was the end of our first successful raid. We're already up to level 3. That's great for us. Only 2 more levels until we get that first perk. Now we're going to unload some of these things. So we're only going to be playing normals. So we're not going to keep any uncommons. Okay, so we've got like 230 gold. Let's go in here and decide what we want to upgrade. We're going to want pants, and we're going to want a chest and some boots, and then a weapon. So that's everything that we're going to buy. I'm actually going to keep these rawhide gloves because they give us the knowledge that we need to move on. Not to move on, but to get that fifth spell that we wanted, which I didn't get a chance to show you guys, but I'm sure I'll use it this next time. All right, let's go ahead. We're playing normals, right? Because we have okay gold right now, I'm gonna spend a little bit extra. You could be using pores, which is a little bit more cost effective in the long run, but commons, we can spend a little bit of extra money if we want to, right? You could totally just decide not to do that. I'm going to be using this Templar armor. It gives us will. That's good for us. Again, that scales our magical damage. And we'll use these plate pants. Now we're going to start getting really slow. And that is just the way it goes. You know, we're slow. We're kind of tanky. Or we endeavor to be a little bit tanky. I'm going to take these heavy boots to get a little bit of extra strength on our hitting sticks, right? And yeah, let's go to the weaponsmith. Heater shield versus round shield. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't really tell you. Let's do a round shield. And this is really our only option other than this warhammer. But look at the weapon damage. It's 29 with armor penetration versus 33 with a little bit of armor penetration still. That 5% armor penetration doesn't really entice me enough to want to use it. So I'll probably stick with the flaying mace. And we'll sell these extras. Let's get into it with the Goblin Caves again. Let me show you what that fifth spell looks like. Now, if you do use spells in here, just be careful because you will lose it before the actual fight. Okay, so that did 30 magical damage. Anything in that circle is going to take that damage. So the reason I think it's useful to have on you is has much range. This is as good as a ranged weapon as you're going to get as a cleric, and having no range kind of sucks. So I think it's worth it to take it just for that aspect. I'm going to try to rest so I can start to get my Holy Strike. You'll see it moves much slower than Protection Bless. So you do have to keep that in mind. They're more limited uses. But, you know, as long as you have one emergency one, use it as you see fit. I'll probably keep it in my back pocket for any PvP. Or any clusters, like, I don't know, if there are spiders around or something like that, and I need to wipe them quickly. We already got the Holy Strike back, so we're, you know, kind of reset to normal, which is nice. Now, as far as the perks for a cleric goes, they're not as useful as the perks for a fighter, to be completely honest. But at least not for a Slayer fighter, right? You need certain perks to run it. The cleric, maybe not so much. Again, buff yourself up, and then let's get into it. This is a pretty popular area, so I'm gonna try to clear out. I accidentally stepped on a trap there, but because we were protected, we ended up taking no damage. Sticking to the edges of this one, because as a cleric I don't really want to get overwhelmed. Okay, that's quite a few mobs. Kind of try to use the other mobs. Oh! This is bad news for us. Very bad news. Okay, good. We used that. We're gonna throw ourselves a heal. I got stuck on a corner there. If that hit us, I would have died. Okay, that was dicey. That was the definition of dicey. Let me show you what Sanctuary does. I should have buffed myself up before I did that. We will drink up. So that is the situation that you don't want as a cleric. You really don't want to see yourself surrounded by mobs. You just don't have a lot of damage capabilities. But, you know, try your best to disengage when you can and heal yourself up. I cut that one pretty close. We took a lot of damage. Probably could have used my shield a lot better. But, hey, when you're starting to learn a class, you're going to have moments like that. We see we've got another static, right? So that's what I'm going to start. I'm going to move in a little bit and loot and then move back. One of the mistakes I made too there was closing this door. If it was open, we could have retreated back, used that door frame to kind of you know, keep mobs at bay. Okay, we're not gonna keep making the same mistake of not stopping ourselves. There's a trap here. This opened up. We could go a little further. I'm just gonna take one. We've already got, you know, a full stack. We could use this. I can't really use that, so let's go ahead and take this and get out of here. We're going to keep this mace. This kettle hat gives us more knowledge, which improves our casting speed, even if we don't need the extra memory capacity. So I'm actually going to throw this on. And the only reason I really do that is because I don't really need agility. I'm going to accept that I'm going to be slow. This gives us dexterity and will. Now that we have the extra knowledge on the kettle hat, I am going to throw these on, right? Because now we still have the memory capacity we need, but dexterity will help us swing our mace a little bit faster, and the will help us scale all of our magical damage. So that is a good trade-off for us. We're going to sell everything else just like we were. We'll take a quick look here. There's nothing that I am dying to buy. Now these do give us 2 strength, same as these. We just have even less move speed, and we also sound like clanky. You don't sound clanky if you put these heavy boots on, which is part of the reason I like to wear them. The sound that your character makes is really based off of what shoes you have. So you'll hear people with no shoes like slapping with their bare feet. Otherwise you'll see these ones sound, you know, kind of more normal, and these sound like you're walking around in plate armor, kind of announcing your presence. We're level 4. We're close to level 5. We're going into the Frost Mountain. We did our 2 in Goblin Caves. Let's do 2 in Frost Mountain. See how that goes. I've already done the cardinal sin of playing cleric solo, which is I did not buff myself, so we'll do that. Okay, we're blessed up. Now if we get stabbed or anything like that, like right there, we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna rush forward here, try to get a holy strike out. It doesn't work on pots. Now I know that. I will use a heal. The one thing that is nice about a cleric when you're first starting out is you actually can make mistakes and heal, right? So there are a lot of classes where that's not the case. Okay, we're about to go into a new room. If you see in the room, the extract here is a raft. Okay, this is gonna be interesting for me. Don't actually know the best way to approach this. You might not be able to do this up close and personal. Let's start thinking. We're in a little bit of trouble here. We're in a lot of trouble here. Let's heal up and let's think this through. Okay. Fortunately, that got bad really quick. Let's see if we can't rest here. Okay. Let's try to see if we can't. That guy's gonna fall on top of us, isn't he? Unfortunately, these guys you kind of have to cheese. I don't think Frost Caverns is going to be your best bet as a cleric. We did get the attention of someone else. This is so tantalizing. I just can't get his head. If you wouldn't mind just chillaxing for a moment there, guy. That's a raft. To be honest, I might take that and get out of here. Well, that was a scuffed run of any scuffed run. I was basically on the back foot the whole time. We're not going to make a lot of money there. Do we dare try out Locust Swarm in Frost Caverns? If we did, we would need 2 more knowledge. Let's try it. So we're gonna put back these gloves on. We did hit level 5. So now everything changes for us. We can pick a skill or a perk. I'm partial to this blunt weapon mastery as a solo because you just do so little damage that at least a little bit of a boost on you is going to help. Perseverance reduces all types of damage by 3. This one is definitely in my short list. Right now, blunt weapon mastery and perseverance are kind of at the top for me. Protection from evil, not bad either. Requiem's not going to help us. Undead slaying, also good for us if we are, going to be in the caverns and the ruins. So, with that said, I feel like damage is my worst part right now. I mean, taking damage, you can kind of at least, heal around. But I do feel like where I'm really struggling right now is with doing a little bit damage. So we're going to take the Blunt Weapon Mastery as our second perk. And we're gonna do another run in the ice caverns, this time with Locust Swarm. And let's see if that helps us at all. In the elevator extract room. There's usually someone that spawns in that pyramid room, or at least cycles into it, so something to think about. This is something we could wear, except for if we did, we would dip under our knowledge requirement, so I probably won't put that on. Heater shield. Sure. Round shield has a little bit of less of a debuff, so of a move speed debuff. 2 additional magic damage. That's not bad. We might throw that on. Let's get some of our blesses and our protections back. Again, we're next to an extract here, so we don't really have to push it. We can take a peek in this next room though. Using the length of your protection to loot might not be the best thing to do. There's a Wendigo in there, Digo, and I'm not all that interested in fighting it, so I'm gonna back on up. Nope. Don't even worry about that. Doesn't make me feel too good that that Locust Swarm seems to have done basically no damage to that. I think I'm quickly going to get rid of it. How long does it take to get it back too? That's actually something I'm interested in checking out. A long time. And you only get 2 of them. Yeah. I have a really hard time trying to justify taking that. Especially since you need the extra knowledge. Alright, let's do a little bit of protection here. Let's do a bless. Let's let it get around. No thanks. Nope. Nope. Okay. So that's a little dicey. I know I said let's not worry about move speed, but if we're gonna survive in the ruins, maybe we do want to go for a lighter build and look what, and see what that might look like. Let's go ahead and put these pants on, these robes on. That'll take care of the knowledge that we wanted. I'm gonna keep these still. Okay, so we will keep this still, this build. We could see if we like the Morning Star better. And yeah, let's get back out there. This is our first go into the ruins. Okay, well, we'll probably just kind of play this area. Again, here it might make sense to switch to the extra damage on undead. It would help us get through these guys a little bit quicker. I'm a fan of dropping down into here. Two tapping skellies now. That's a step up. We're gonna rest step just a second. Get some of our blesses and protects back. Trying to keep our ears out for anybody above us. The war maul might be funny to kind of use around, but I have no experience with it. Again, part of the fun though in this game is just like, you see something, you think it might look fun, pick it up, put it on, check it out. Who said we weren't a damage dealing class? It's a solid maybe right now. We're gonna keep that in our back pocket. 2 will and agility. So that makes the move speed down to -4. Instead of -7. So we might as well throw that on. I think the war maul is gonna go. It was fun to think about. Oh, we just got a slightly better spellbook. I just blessed the corpse of that Skelly, so keep that in mind when you're throwing around your blesses. Hopefully that that red static, those stairs are gonna open up. Might as well rest up while we wait. Get that one bless back that we imparted on a dead Skelly. We just heard a portal go up. We'll check if it's a red. Red static is open either way, so we're gonna take it. All right, we're in the crypts. We're in the crypts. I likely won't try to go down into the infernal lair. Just don't have a lot of damage dealing capabilities to be doing so. I see that golden chest over there. We do have some lockpicks, so let's take a crack at it. I just want to make sure I don't have anything chasing us when we do. Oh, nope, I didn't want to be up there anyways. It's worth checking these mummies just for some goodies. Not really the zombies as much. See, that's what I was afraid of while I was up here. I didn't want something like that, to be honest, while we were lockpicking. Okay, here goes nothing. We got it. Agility and move speed, or physical. I guess physical. I'm gonna start branching out a little bit just to see if we can't find a static blue extract. I just heard a something go up there, but I'm kind of worried about clearing the room. We'll take it slow. Now, one pro tip is these guys are almost always mimics, as far as I know. And if you step on this, you're going to be greeted by a wraith. But yeah, just to show, these guys are always mimics. So when you need those first 15 mimics, you can make your way to this room. You get 3, which is not a bad deal. So let's get out. Okay, we've done it. We survived. We're up to level 9. You saw that was a pretty good push for us. Just one good ruins run that goes down into the crypts. I'm gonna try out a quarterstaff and see how it feels. Haven't used it. I think it might just be fun. We're gonna go one more back into the ruins. We're going to try to hit level 10 so we can get our next perk. I don't want to stay over here for too long. I'm gonna open up this area, take a quick peek. We're gonna move on. This is the end, the down portal we're gonna try to take. Gonna open this up. That took a lot more hits than I thought it would need. That's why you always want to make sure you got Bless and Protect up. We're so far low that I'm actually going to do a Sanctuary, which is not the quietest thing, by the way. Take a look. Not really keen on staying below ground most of this run like we did last time. Still waiting for this red. Should be opening any second now. We see somebody. They want to be friendly. It's probably in your best interest to do so. This is going to be tough for us. I'm gonna take this. Without a shield there, it's gonna be really tough for you to close the gap. We were gonna take way too many hits. Same spawn we had the last time, or very similar at least. Trying not to fall back down. Okay, we feel pretty comfortable now. We just need to get out, maybe kill some things to get a little bit of extra XP. These guys are not going to be the most fun for us. Gonna have to try to bait the shot, take a swing, miss the swing, move back up, bait the shot, retreat, let them come up the stairs a little bit, maybe get some holy strikes in here. Gonna try to keep moving this way. Pretty sure I just heard a portal behind us. Let's walk that way and take a look. There's a skeleton champion there. Makes things a little difficult. A red portal and a blue with that skeleton. And a blue that way. We might need to tank a shot here. This is going to be risky. We did need to tank one shot, but it's okay. We've hit past level 10 on that run, so we can take our next perk. And this is where you can kind of, decide just what kind of cleric you want to be. I'm going to go ahead and take Perseverance because reducing all types of incoming damage by 3 sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Quarterstaff was fun. It has pretty good swing speed. I'm going to move back to the Morning Star. I felt like I could cut through the skellies just a little bit easier. We're going back to the Goblin Caves. I do not care as much about our mobility. I actually would rather trade mobility for a little bit of extra tankiness. So we're going to reevaluate our get up here. Feeling pretty good. We'll get into the Goblin Caves. Keep the push for 15. We're already at level 11, which is not bad. We're just going to pretend like that match didn't happen because I actually meant to go into the Goblin Caves. One thing I haven't mentioned or utilized well is that our judgment, our ability there, it does slow targets down. So, if we're being rushed by a faster mob, you can kind of bait their attack and then use judgment to slow them down. So, using judgment to slow that axe skelly down is nice because now we can buff up. We can get back into the fight. We can try to miss our block, go for a hit. Loot up a little bit. Maybe we go for a fight here. A little bit better round shield. It's about time we died. we needed to block at least one of those hits there. We got him down pretty good though. He was just a little bit left. If we blocked one of those hits, we could have gone down there and gotten him. But I'm not too mad about our plays there. I canceled that. I canceled that Holy Strike. I thought it was gonna get off. If that Holy Strike had gone off, I think we would have gotten him. We did die, so we're gonna have to re-gear up here, but that's totally fine. Wow. We also got really lucky. We just got our whole kit back. It's not often that all the traders are gonna have everything that you need. Back to Goblin Caves. Let's try to get to level 15. We're at level 12 now. A Warhammer, 33 damage, 20% armor pen, and our buff duration goes up. Let's check this thing out. Swings to the head. It's a 4 combo move. We're gonna go into here because I know there's a centipede. So you'd think if you knew there was a centipede, you might, I don't know, plan for the fact that there's a centipede. Yeah, that was much faster of a centipede kill. I'm gonna go ahead and use this campfire kit since we're low on a lot of our spells. As far as I know, it should recover our spells faster, which is the reason why I say that. We're not hurting too much on health. Obviously, we could use some heals if we really wanted to, but see, oh yeah, spell recovery is super quick at a campfire. Look at the blesses and yep, definitely worth it for saving time. Then we got another centipede that we're gonna go after. Okay, well, we do know there's a portal right there. Let's see if we can't clear a little bit and then go ahead and use that portal. Again, just grab a little bit more XP. Do not get caught with that red bar all the way out. Just grabbing more stuff to sell. The circle is now in its last circle. But we're getting out. And pretty successful run. Ice Cavern time. We're closing in on level 15. We're just making that last jump. Okay, we're doing a lot better damage when it's coming to skeletons. Just getting some stuff back, watching this death skull track us down, unceremoniously kill, or, you know, hit us. Let's give ourselves a heal. I'd like to get to that chest, so we'll do that next. Yeah, we've got the safety of this extract. Let's go ahead and start to explore out a little bit. I'm not interested in getting a bunch of those on me at the same time. So we're gonna have to make sure we're buffed up and ready to go. And then we're gonna head back to our extract and probably call it a day. Our extract's open. This was a much better Ice Cavern run than our other one. We did not level up. That's okay. It was a pretty good money run. So we're gonna do another Ice Cavern run, keep chasing that level 15. Okay, I saw a frozen section. Okay, it's right here. I'd like to take a look. I have a feeling it's not going to be the most fun thing to jump down here. Give ourselves a quick heal. Let's re-protect. Oh, okay. So now I understand kind of what we're dealing with here. Nope, can't jump on that. Let's might as well get another. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's get back up on there. Let's start bonking heads. Let's get pushed into places we can't. Let's ride the wave. Ride the wave. Let's get. Yep. Let's see if they all just kind of. Yep. Okay. Don't drop down there. All right. We did level up, though. So just one more. That's it for the ice cavern. We're gonna go ruins. We're gonna go. We're gonna stick with kind of the heavier build. I kind of want a different weapon. Someone died to a bow. It's not great news for us. This is someone's run through here. The one who killed the recurve bowman was killed by a skeleton, and looks like there's a barbarian on the loose killing people. It's always good just to take stock, see what you might run into. They moved through here. Out that way, it looks like. Looks like we got someone over there. Just heard this open. Go ahead and take it. Let's keep pushing this way. Oh, okay. Look at how far we have to go. I'm actually going to forego the resting just based off. Oh, rather not right now. No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, hello. Hello. I didn't even really want to go through that. I was actually planning on going this way, so joke's on you. This could be bad. Oh! I just needed to make that jump. Little club and shield there. And yeah, let's go in there. Let's get this last level. What are you all doing here? Okay, that escalated just a tad. An escape portal there. Slow one of these guys down. He hit his friend, that's good for us. I hit a tree, that's bad for us. We obviously have an extract here. I'm just not sure if that's going to be enough for us. Oh, I see. It's actually a cockatrice. Which we could fight. We would just need a good location to do so. Maybe up here would be good enough. Let's give it a shot. Let's see how much we can tank this. Get a heal off, get a couple heals up. Okay, we got this. We can do this. This thing's tanky. It's dead. Okay. Did that get a little dicey? Yes. Never doubt. Never doubt. Look, we've already got a static exit over there. We're just gonna take that. We'll make it easy on ourselves. This is another mini boss room. Are we gonna do that to ourselves? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, we were able to take him down. Better round shield, we'll take that. Lockpick, that's nice. But it's open. We'll go ahead and take it. Let's cross our fingers. Let's say that was enough XP. Level 15? Yes? No? Moment of truth? Yes. Okay. We're level 15. We can take that last perk. Our journey to 15 is over. I would say it depends where you're going, right? If you're going to the ruins, go ahead and take that undead slaying. If you're not, if you want to do the alcohol one, I would say go for that. Holy Aura is a good all-around one. Again, probably a little bit better when you're in a team. Protection from evil, not a terrible idea. There just aren't enough debilitating effects, in my opinion, to take that. So this is probably what I would go with, especially if I was doing the ruins or the ice caves or ice cavern. I would do these 4, and that's it. We've done it. We've taken the cleric from level 1 to level 15. That wraps up this first 15 Judgment Cleric edition. I did want to make one note that you might have noticed. We didn't run across a lot of players this go through. The game had just moved to a no map rotation configuration so that, you know, solos, duos, and trios could queue any map at that time. It ended up sort of splitting the player base, and they walked back and reintroduced a sort of hybrid rotation. So that was probably the count. That was probably the reason for the low player count. Hopefully, when you do hop in yourself, there's a bit more action, a few more encounters that kind of help you learn the game as you go. We're going to hop into some stats here. I'm going to go first, just the overall map stats that you can get straight from the game, and then I'll dig into some ones that I pulled myself. For the ruins stats, just keep in mind, there was one time I accidentally queued into ruins as I was doing my sort of artificial rotation. So just look at that and scrub from it one game, one match, and one extract. Otherwise, all the other stats apply. And then here are some individualized stats. We've got the total match time, which came in a little under 3 hours across all maps. Of course, a little bit more in the ruins since we were going down into the crypts. The level changes were pretty spread apart, pretty consistent across all of them, especially since we did go down and spend more time in the ruins. It only added 1 level for us there. The average gold per map definitely heavily favored the ruins, but if you took that down to actual average gold per minute, it's extremely close across all 3. I think part of this is just the fact that we ended up dying once in each of the 3 maps, so pretty lucky there. Otherwise, very consistent gold pull per map, or at least per minute. So interesting there. Okay, that wraps up this edition of First 15. Hope this is helpful to you if you're starting out Cleric. I hope you got to watch some amazing and spectacular deaths, and that you get out there and have some of your own. Some wins too, those are nice as well. But until next time, and happy dungeoning.